Hey friends, it's Sammy back with another episode of The Daily Dash. That's right, it's everything you need to know from around the world and in my life, straight from my car dashboard to yours. Today is Monday, February 19th, 2018. Let me tell you what you need to know so you're in the know around the water cooler and in Carline today. It's a Monday, which means there's lots of news. President Trump went on a Twitter tirade this weekend, basically blaming everyone but Russia for the collusion or whatever they're calling it these days. The students from Parkland, Florida are basically saying this is not going to happen again and we are going to do something about it. So I applaud them and can't wait to see how we can help, especially from afar for them, but also in our own communities. The NBA All-Star Game was this weekend. LeBron James won the MVP award, which is so interesting to me because he has not been playing great with his team lately. And Fergie basically had a very interesting rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner that's not getting applauded across the web. 3 U.S. ice dancing pairs are poised in medal position. One is in 3rd place, 4th place, and I think 6th. Did awesome last night. So that's exciting. There was one other thing I wanted to tell you. Oh, I'll remember it as soon as we sign off, but it's okay. I'm going to paste it below. Of course, you can catch up anytime at the Sammy Cone on Twitter and Instagram, sammycone.com on the web, or you can find me on YouTube. Okay, so let me tell you, we had a really good weekend. I'm a little exhausted, but really good weekend. So Friday night, I told you we were going to see the Illusionists live from Broadway at TPAC, which is a Tennessee Performing Arts Center here in Nashville. My son, so we went primarily for my son, who is almost 12, said it was the best show he's ever seen, which overtakes Blue Man Group, which currently held that position in his little personal poll there. It was great. It was great. There was one of the 5 illusionists that I wasn't, it just wasn't my, he was the inventor, just wasn't my type of magic. I wasn't thrilled by it. Ironically, no, everyone, it was great. Just so very family friendly, engaged the audience. And I say they're great because we spent a lot of time with them, it seems like, because Colin Cloud, who my son loved from America's Got Talent, who he wanted to meet, we tried to meet after the show. We went to the stage door and we met Jonathan Goodwin, who was the Daredevil, and I'm going to forget their names now. The gentleman that basically emceed this show, who was the trickster, who was so funny. He was my daughter's favorite. Anyway, they all came out, were so kind when we asked, where Colin was. Long story short, we ended up going back 3 times. A mother's love right there. I don't know what we just did. And they literally, 3 of the 5 of them, including the magician's assistant Sabine, who was a lovely, ended up waiting outside in the cold with us until Colin came out. So great. So anyway, side note, that was great for him, but the show is fantastic if you have a chance to see it. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. Okay. Then, and period, aside to all that, my daughter went to Goodwill with me on Saturday twice. And she found clothes that we bought. And she was like, oh my gosh, I got 2 bags of clothes for what I would have paid for 1.5 shirts at her favorite store, which we won't mention. But yes, so that was a big win. And on Sunday, my dear friend Katie, who is also a Dollywood insider with me, came to Nashville to see her nieces perform in the Rejoice School of Ballet's Saam, Psalms, Together songs. Say that 4 times fast. These teens and young ladies put on an amazing, I don't even know if I would call it a ballet. It was a mix of African dance, Afro contempo. Yeah, it was this beautiful kind of chronological portrait of everything from slavery to racism, telling the stories in the history of African Americans. I wish my kids would have been with me. I went by myself, but it is running and through next weekend, so you have a chance to go see it. Rejoice School of Ballet is the company putting it on, so highly recommend that as well. Okay, I've been talking too much. I hope you guys have a great day wherever you are. Make sure you make it great, and do not wait to tell someone you love how you feel about them. Bye, friends.